Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video. So today we're going to talk about the Sandman buff, and we're going to showcase a rank 4 gameplay of Sandman with and without suicides. So I'm not too happy with his buff, not gonna lie. There's a few things that they changed, but I feel like the damage is not as much as I want it to be. He's got okay damage, but he's probably not for battlegrounds, I would say. Like we're fighting a 200k health Jane Foster, and it's gonna take a while to take her down. So basically what they changed, your heavy proficiency now, it can stack up to 8, which, you know, it's easier for the ramp up. You don't need to do 10. I wish it stayed at 5 though. They also increased his heavy attack, his heavy proficiency attack a little bit. They also increased the heavy proficiency bonus attack you get from the SIG ability. So basically your heavies are gonna hit definitely harder, even with 8 heavy proficiency now. And they also changed, the biggest change here is that his unstable physical damage that he does, like when you knock the opponent down, it scales with attack rating now. It used to be with base attack, which this means that if you use suicides, your burst damage is gonna be stronger for sure. So this is like the 200k healthful Jane Foster. It's not terrible performance, but it does take a while to do those 8 heavies, and then like by the time you get to the special 2, yeah, the opponent is gonna be dead in like the next 3 or 4 heavies. Like 200k healthful in a minute, it's not like the worst, but it does take a bit of time. Like if we did 5 heavy attacks there, it was definitely like 10 to 15 seconds faster. So this is the close to 700k healthful. They also added a burst physical damage debuff cap of 20. So I'm not too sure what this means. Does this mean like if you have 30 debuffs, or let's say you have 30 decelerate debuffs, you're gonna deal like, I don't know, 10,000 without knockdown. If you have 20, is it gonna be like 10,000 still? I'm not too sure I understand what that means. If you guys can let me know, but I guess he would deal the same damage if you had like 40 of the same buffs or like 20 of them, which definitely helps his damage for sure. But yeah, man, I might not be playing Sandman well enough. Let me know in the comments. But I don't see like a big change. It's honestly about the same damage, like a very small difference. So the special 3 here, like after the first special 3, we took her down like 60%. You know, that's not bad. It's close to like, you know, 300k health from just the special 3. But I think this guy is probably meant to be played with suicides, because he's immune to both poison and bleed, and he's also immune to shock. So Sandman is you know, definitely has good utility. Like those 3 immunities are perfect. He also has the, you know, decelerate, which is counters slow, very good, and evade. I believe counters evade as well. Not too sure, but he can stack so many decelerates that you're just not gonna see a single unstoppable. And he also, you know, has the petrify, which is easy heal reverse. So I think Sandman does have a place in this game, but I don't think he's gonna work too well for battlegrounds fights. He's probably better for longer fights. So, you know, this was like 700k health in, you know, less than 2 minutes. It's not the worst, but I'm not seeing a big difference from the old Sandman. That's what I'm saying. So let's see those exact same fights with suicides now, and you're gonna see some difference from, you know, me having suicides, which means I have more attack on Sandman, which means more damage, because now it scales off of your attack. But I still don't see a big change. Like I'm literally running suicides. You know, my base attacks are definitely hitting a lot harder, but the burst damage, it doesn't change too much. So you're gonna see like she's gonna die about the same rotation here. We gotta do 8 heavies, pop the special 2, stop at 19 resistant ups. That's why I'm not doing a 10th attack here, because I don't want to throw my special 2 and get to 19, because if you throw it at 20, it actually is gonna count as a knockdown, and you want to knock them down with your heavy, because you have those heavy proficiencies. That's gonna deal most of your damage. So go for a heavy here, and then we need 1 more to get the heavy proficiency. And then, oh, actually I do it at 7. Okay, so, you know, it's nothing, you know, crazy. It's about the same damage, I feel like. even with suicides. Like, of course my basics are gonna hit harder, and I just don't notice it. Like, I'm gonna be dealing like 6% more damage with my heavies and basics and all that stuff. But like the physical burst damage, it feels about the same. So we can compare this after we check this fight. I'm probably gonna go for special 3 in this fight, and we'll see like the last heavy attack, how much damage deals with suicides and without it, and we'll compare. So, you know, it's a nice heavy attack there, like a 10k. But yeah, I can't say I'm happy with how Sandman's buff turned out to be. Again, I might be playing him the wrong way. Maybe you just gotta stack all those debuffs, you know, a different way. But yeah, I don't know. Go for the relic here. I think I'm gonna go for a heavy and then just try and bait the special. Go for my special 3. Yeah. The good thing is special 3 doesn't last too long, and it gives you all the resistance up, so you don't even have to waste time to like build up your armors. So go for heavy, 15k, 29k, 44k, and 58k. So, you know, it's pretty decent. Like, this was the 700k health. We got her down half health with one special 3, which is decent. Like, this is like about a battlegrounds fight, so it took us like about a minute to do a battlegrounds fight with a special 3. But again, I skipped the special 3, so it's probably adds like 10 more seconds. So I think Sandman is just meant to be played with suicides. Like, you get some damage boost, of course, with suicides. I would like to be a little bit more, I would say. But I think this guy is meant to be played with suicides just because he's just immune to them. And they literally added the attack rating scale instead of base attack. So, you know, I would use him with suicides for sure. Like, I really want to see like a battlegrounds meta and like use this guy. See if he's like worth it. So this was about a minute and 47 seconds, about the same time, like with and without suicides. But now let's actually compare the numbers with and without suicides. So the last heavy attack here, from a special 3, it's gonna deal about 50,000. Now let's see with suicides. Okay, so right here, instead of 50k, we deal 58k. So that is really the difference. It's not that much, like it's close to like 20-25,000 difference from like the special 3 rotation with suicides. So I can't say I'm super happy with how Sandman is performing. So right here we have this 7.7 million health Iron Fist. I'm not going to showcase the whole fight because it would take probably 10 minutes or more. But here I have synergies, which means more attack. There is also like a Mantis synergy, which gives me attack on the special 3, a Fury, I think a 30% Fury. And I also added Dr. Doom, and I killed off everyone on the team. So I can get 30% more attack. It's 10% for each knocked out team member. So I basically have 30% more attack, suicides, and the Fury for Mantis. Now let's see if we can like spot some crazy numbers after the special 3 with Sandman. Because now I have like a ton more attack. So like just with suicides, it's 60%. And then Mantis gives me a 30% Fury. And Dooms give me 30% because I knocked out 3 of my members. Or 3 of my team members. So we're gonna go for a special 3 right now. He's got 99% health. Let's see the numbers. So it starts off 16,000. Goes to 32. Then it goes to 48. Then it goes to 64. You know, it took off like 4% off of Iron Fist there. I can't say I'm super happy again, man. Like, it doesn't seem the scale is that great with, you know, your attack. So now I'm just gonna go for a special 2. We're gonna do one more burst. Special 2 does like decent damage on its own. So I'm gonna go for a light into a heavy. Let's check the damage out. 14,000, 29,000, 43, and 57. So we took like almost a 700k health pool in a little bit less than a minute, but with this special 3 skip. So this, you know, this is, you know, I don't know if I'm going crazy, but this is like about the same numbers, no matter if I'm using suicides or if I'm using synergies with suicides. So I'm just not seeing the biggest difference with Sandman. You know, the thing that scales off of his base attack. Like, the only thing I'm seeing here is just, you know, 2 less heavy proficiencies and just a little bit increased damage when you heavy and you do your, you know, your physical burst damage. So honestly, if Sandman stays this way, I would only consider using him with suicides, I would say. Because he does need that little bit of damage boost to actually make him a little bit usable. And since he's immune to both of them, it does make it a lot better. And going for the special ability rotation is for sure the play. Especially if you're fighting someone that has like 300k health pool. You definitely need those physical vulnerabilities. But yeah, I can't say I'm super happy with Sandman. Let me know what you guys think about Sandman. And also let me know in the comments below if I'm not using him correctly. If there's something I need to pay attention more. I am open to suggestions. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.